Hey!
Yo, 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 yo.
Jess Hilarious.
It's Labor Day.
Yeah, it is. That's absolutely right. It's absolutely Labor Day.
It is Labor Day.
Okay? And we not really here.
No, we are not.
But we have an amazing best of show for you today.
It's not even really a best of.
Oh, we got some new interviews.
We got some new interviews.
Okay, who we got?
We got Patientce will be joining us.
Okay.
Patientce.
Patientce Foster?
Yes.
Cardi B's brand manager?
Correct.
Oh, we never beaten the Cardi B payroll allegations.
Oh, yeah.
They gonna swear we on the payroll. We got Cardi B's brand manager up here.
Well, I'm gonna have to walk out halfway through to show people that I'm not really riding all the way.
Oh, that means they only gave you the front end.
That's right.
Okay. Got you.
They gave you the back end?
They gave shoulder and back end.
Yeah.
Listen,
right.
I want to tell everybody, too, I want to remind people in Charleston, South Carolina, that today at noon, the International African American Museum is going to be absolutely free, okay? Myself and the Black Effect Podcast Network sponsored a free day at the International African American Museum in Charleston starting at noon today. So if you off for Labor Day, gather the kids and, go to the International African American Museum starting today at noon. It is completely free. Admission is free.
And NBA trainer Chris Brickley will be in the building as well.
And I also wanted to say for Labor Day, for the next 3 hours, Messy Vision is completely free. It's psych, no. You can get your tickets.
All right, no. They're going to stop it right there and there. You said it on there. They're going to hold you to that.
It ain't going to happen. 20% off. Use the promo code PSYCHE. SIKE. Love y'all so much. MessyVisionEyewear.com.
All right. Well, let's get the show cracking. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
This is your time to get it off your chest.
Keep calling.
800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on the Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, Jamie.
Hey, Jamie. What's up? Get it off your chest.
Hey, how you doing? I wanted to get on here. Excuse me, I might be a little nervous. I ain't never called the radio station before. But I just want to sing a little song for y'all real quick.
All right, go ahead, brother.
And it's my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday,
Happy
Virgo.
birthday. You from Baltimore?
Thank you, huh?
Yeah, you from Baltimore.
I'm definitely from Baltimore. That's Jess, ain't it?
You already know. What's up?
What's up, dummy?
Baby?
No, you can't say that if you're not from there. Don't. Yo.
Go ahead.
Yo, sing something for us, yo.
All right. Love. There's so many things I've got to tell you, but I'm afraid I don't know how. 'Cause there's a possibility that you look at me differently, love. Ever since that first moment I spoke your name, from then on I knew that by you being in my life, things were destined to change. 'Cause love.
Jesus.
Okay, shorty.
All right, what else you do?
Okay.
Use your name in vain.
What else you do, bro?
So I'm trying to finish the hook, nigga.
I'm sorry.
Those who were things
Yo.
sometimes go astray.
Love.
All right. What else you
Man,
do, bro?
you need to be singing trade school. I need to go. I need,
Hey, yo, stop playing with my man,
I
yo.
need to find something else to do.
Jamie, you have a great one, bro. Like, what else you do besides sing?
Thank you for real. In school, I played ball for real in college, so now I ain't in college right now. I got a little girl for real, so.
Oh, okay.
So you don't do nothing.
That's
You said you play ball in school and you sing.
Yo, stop playing. Yo.
Yeah, I'm 23. I'm in Florida now. I'm from Baltimore originally, so now I'm in Florida.
What you doing in Florida?
Just chilling, working, working.
You ain't got no job. You tell me.
Hey, yo, anytime say, just chilling, you know.
Ain't no such thing as a regular job,
right.
brother. You got a job. That's a good. You working at the Marriott. You making a living, man.
For sure.
I appreciate it. I want y'all to see me out here. Y'all gonna see me, man.
Yes, sir. I'm wishing the best for you, brother.
Absolutely, brother. God bless you,
man. And Baltimore, if you're listening, make sure you get your tickets for the show. I'm going to be at Baltimore Comedy Factory the first weekend in September 5th through the 7th, me and Desi Alexander. So get your tickets now at JessHilariousOfficial.com. We got 6 shows, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 2 each night.
All right. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Ray.
Yo, Charlamagne, Envy, what up? Are we live?
This is your time to get it off your chest.
I got an indoor pool, an outdoor pool. too.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
We can get on the phone right now. He'll tell you what it is.
We live. Hello, who's this?
This is Sydney.
Hey, Sydney.
Good
Good morning.
morning.
And happy birthday. Belated.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So I'm here to get it off my chest. I had it was my dirty 30, and I invited let's say 30 people, and literally only 9 showed up, and they left me with a bill.
Damn.
What? And it was your dirty
Exactly.
30.
It was my dirty 30.
Y'all went out to dinner. You had a dinner, and only 9 people showed up. You invited 30 people. 9 showed up, and they left.
No,
you with the
really, truly, there's a beautiful restaurant in the Bronx called Maya's Bar and Grill.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of rented out the back section to have, and it was going to be open bar. You just had to pay $100. But, I got to give him a head count to know how much, food to make for how many people.
Damn.
Yeah.
So I give him the head count, thinking people was going to pop up, and they kind of didn't. And they kind of stuck me with that bill.
Damn, that was $3,000, $100 a pop, and only 9. So you had to come out your pocket, what, $2,100?
Exactly.
Jesus.
I'm so sorry.
Exactly. So, and I had to put it on the payment plan. I ain't going to lie, because I ain't got it.
I feel you. I understand, and they knew that too. And if they knew that they wasn't going, how can you even show up somewhere not having no money? And it's the birthday girl birthday.
No, it wasn't even that. They didn't even show up with no money. They said they was coming and just didn't show up.
So they RSVP'd and everything.
All that.
Damn.
I'm so sorry. But you see, you look, going into your 30s, you see you got to leave some people back in the 20s.
No, yeah. Oh, trust me. I see that now. So sorry. That next day, I cussed everybody out.
I understand.
Everybody.
You want to say all your friends that didn't show up on you?
Period.
You want to issue on them this morning? You want to say their names?
Well, I know one of them because they got a definite family. But you know what? People didn't show up, and I'm like, at least you gonna pay me half the bill. Send me something to pay for this bill. Everybody I called to cuss out. I was like, yo, send me something. Send me at least half the cost so I can pay this bill because this ain't me.
You do realize they don't really like you though, right?
Oh my God.
I don't know.
Oh damn! Thanks, Charla.
No, I'm just saying, like they didn't show up. Like, did they give valid reasons? What was the reason? That
Only one person gave a valid reason. They had a definite family.
And everybody else was just like,
they had a valid. Everybody, I didn't even tell you the untruth. I didn't even care about the explanation or whatever. I just asked you to at least pay something. Give me something.
Because they are.
Did you tell them that it was $100 or you just said pull up?
That's low state.
It was a flyer. Everything. $100 open bar food. Like everything was included. Yeah, it was a whole flyer. I didn't just tell them pull up and like, no, you gotta prep. You gotta prep some people. Not everybody got it.
Yeah, for sure.
So some people, prep and save their money and stuff. But no, I didn't just tell them to, talk.
Yeah, I'm sorry. At least the restaurant did a payment plan. Most restaurants would have probably locked you up.
I
You know what I mean?
know.
But at least they did a payment plan.
I know.
Salute to the
Yes,
Bronx.
that's what I'm saying. He's very good, and the food is delicious. Maya's Bar and Restaurant on East Tremont. If y'all ever out, just go.
Maya's
or
East
if y'all want to
Tremont.
bless,
help
Maya's
this
Bar
young
and
lady out a
Restaurant.
little bit. Only 9 people ate, only 9 people drank.
Yeah.
Maya's help her out a little bit if you
that
can.
ain't Maya's fault.
I know, but they can help out.
It ain't Maya's fault.
That is not
But
Maya's
he
fault.
is.
Maya don't got to do a goddamn thing.
He is helping me. He is helping
Okay,
me.
good.
He's working with me. So he did a blessing. So I just want to shout out his restaurant because he's a dope person.
Yeah, go to
And
Maya
then
and support
I could
Maya.
put-
Maybe Maya can take off some more.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That too. And no, can I just put my cash out in case somebody want to bless me and feel desperate for a girl?
Man, this is crazy.
Yo, Charlotte, it is.
Everything going on in the
But-
world, and you really gonna ask people for your cash out because people didn't show up to your birthday party? Come on now.
No, it's not even that. It's because she got a whole big ass bill to pay by herself.
That's
She
her
got
fault. She should have better friends that actually like her.
Well, she doesn't. And she just found out.
And yeah,
Right,
but to ask the public to cover that bill? No. God bless you, sweetheart. We love you. Have a great day. That's not right. Like, when you get on the radio and ask the public to send something to your cash app, it should be for dire needs, bro.
Yeah.
Like, not this. Come on, man. No.
But what if she has dire needs that she can't take care of because she had to pay
Pay the
$2,100 by herself?
She should have thought about that beforehand.
Well, she did.
Maybe you should have had a smaller function. Or once again, have some friends that actually like you.
She
'Cause
thought she did.
Friends that actually like you take you out for your birthday.
Exactly. Or it shouldn't have been at Maya's because $100 is steep for one night when people ain't got it right now. She should have
agree.
did Golden Corral in the Bronx.
That's what
Should've
she
went to
should have
Golden
did.
Corral.
It would've
They got
been 20.
liquor.
It was like $29.
$29.
Oh, she'd have been good.
You'd have been
She
good.
did that then.
I agree.
Damn.
Damn, sorry, mama. Damn. Well, if I had your cash out, I would have threw $1
I
in it
know.
too. But
Dang, something.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa is here with us. And we got some special guests in the building this morning.
The host of the new show, Friday Night Vibes on TBS. Well, the new host of Friday Night Vibes on TBS.
Dina Parker and KevOnStage. Welcome, y'all. How you feeling?
I feel good. I brought that up because, Kev didn't talk about that last time he was here. And I saw Nina and Cans. And Nina was like, I don't know why he was up there and did not mention that we the new host of Friday Night Vibes.
Men be having tunnel vision, so you got all these other projects. I watched the interview and I was so excited. I was like, I can't wait till he mentions Friday Night Vibes because we were in the middle of filming Friday Night Vibes.
As soon as I got home, I said, man,
he didn't say nothing about it.
Man, Friday Night Vibes, Friday Night Vibes.
And I had just did Tamron Hall, and I was like, Kev, I mentioned you and shouted you out. They showed your picture on the back.
Wow. I'm being gaslit. First of all, I feel attacked. Wow. I'm being gaslit. I said it first, so it means it's true.
Maybe that's just who you are, because one of your best friends was up here.
What is happening?
Just right here. And when we told him that you were coming, he was like, he didn't even tell me he was here in New York.
Tony
Are y'all
Baker,
really best friends?
He was like, we were playing pool.
What is friendship?
And he never said,
what is friendship?
We saw him and we saw Tony just in the green room. I was like, what are you doing here?
Tony didn't tell me he was doing the Breakfast Club.
But men don't share details like that. Like, if it would have been me and my homegirl, we would have been like at the hotel having breakfast before we came over. I feel like y'all just see each other when you see each other.
But Tony had a show in New York?
I did know that.
Yeah.
I got tickets to a show.
Oh,
you was going to surprise him?
Yeah, I was going to pull up on him.
You bought the tickets or he gave you the tickets because he's a friend?
I always buy my tickets.
Oh, okay.
I don't even play that.
I love
I'm
that.
not trying to hear it. Don't hit me. Because people you ain't even cool with, like, what's up on the ticket? KevOnStage.com is what's up with them. My parents buy tickets to my show.
Yeah,
and
they say I
make
want to
them
support, but then they want you to give them the ticket.
No, that ain't support.
Your parents buy tickets to your show?
My parents refuse to get free tickets. They're like, I believe in you and what you're doing. I'll go get tickets.
They know you made it, though, right? It's no bullshit.
They just want to make sure. They want to make sure they don't got to loan you no money ever again.
No, well, yes, exactly. They're like, you keep doing good, son. You know what I'm saying? I need you to make it.
How you know they're not just testing you, just to see if you're going to say, no, y'all done enough. I got you.
Nah, I'm going to fail that test.
From tickets?
No, man.
I failed that test.
They buy them. They support them.
Now I know for the next show. I got
But I buy my own.
tickets, yeah.
I'm on my own.
My friends, I don't mind. It's people I don't know. We ain't got no relationship. You trying to get the free tickets, man? Nah.
Oh, okay.
It's like a hookup. When I work in Popeyes, I give my friends a hookup. Not everybody. Like, yeah, what's up with the biscuits? Do you see the price?
That's true. How did this come together?
You know what's crazy? We actually chem tested together. Kev and I knew each other only on social media. Like, I was a fan of his work, but we had never met. So we would, exchange on social media. And then, the show used to be hosted by Tiffany Haddish and Dion Cole.
Yep,
they were revamping it. And so they did like a big casting call. So when we got called, and sometimes when you get to a certain level, you're like, I still got a chem test. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was like, so we did the chem test. And it was actually like a family reunion. It was about 15 women, 15 men.
Yeah.
And we were chem testing with our friends. So it was like a big, we actually were too loud. We got in trouble.
It took all day long.
Yeah.
It was like you spend 5 minutes with this person, and then, okay, y'all done, and this person. Yeah. And when Nina and I went, it was like, this sounds cliche, but I was like, I forgot we were even auditioning. We were just chopping it up. And they stopped us. We were like, okay, cool.
I was like, we got this. Like, there's sometimes I feel like you get that little voice, when you're in this industry, you just know when something is magic.
Absolutely.
And we were sitting next to each other, and it was so easy with him. And I've had a lot of co-hosts over the years, and Kev is by far like the easiest person I've ever worked with.
Oh, thank you.
That's the ultimate compliment, by the way.
It's not to him, it's to his wife, Melissa.
Hey, Melissa.
Because his wife he knows how to. There's a dance, as you guys know, and then when you have like a co-host who knows how to communicate in a healthy way with a woman, it's just like, even like he'll be like, "Do you need to sit?" I'm like, "What?" Because I'm used to people being like, "Get out the way." Yeah. And it's just, he's very kind, so it just makes it so easy to work with.
But also, Nina, go ahead, Charlamagne.
No, I was gonna say, I tell people that all the time. When somebody says you're easy to work with, that's beautiful. And when somebody says you're a pleasure to work with, you will always work.
Yeah, because it's the work is hard.
Yeah.
So talent is evenly distributed, in LA, New York, but good people to work with is not so much. And then it's already stressful. You got early call times and all that stuff. Yeah. If you're also a jerk on top of that, it's like, bro, I don't even want to do it.
Because life be lifing, as you know. So it's like, it's hard to get on it and have to like turn all of that off, in filming. So when you have somebody that's like Kev is really like my real life brother. You know, I really love him. I love his wife. Like we have dinners. Like it truly doesn't feel like work. So we just be cutting up. And you know, this show really allowed me to like be funny and like really tap into, because I feel like I've done so much formal journalism. This was like this was more vulnerable. And Kev is more my coach sometimes, where he's like, just say it. Like, no, you know, because I'm so trained that sometimes it's a little bit more stiff. So he's like, just say it. They ain't gonna care.
Yeah, and Nina helped me too, because I had never done official TV, never worked off a prompter before. So the first day I was like, dang, man, there's a lot of pressure, and you can't really mess up. It's time for you to do your job right.
Right.
And he was like, oh, it's all good. Here's how you do it. Let's run through it once. And Nina, man, let me tell you what, she big sis for real. Because when I don't be want to do stuff, she'll be like, we ain't doing that, y'all. We are doing this. Like, you can tell she's been in the game for a long time. Yeah. Never rude or anything like that, but she knows how to assert herself, and people respect her for that. And I'm more of like, I ain't never done this, so whatever y'all say is cool.
But also, when you've done it a long time, you know when people are padding time. Like, you're like, we don't need, we got this. We can just roll through this. Like, y'all ain't got to baby us. Like, we going to come in, we going to knock this out, and we going to go home. Everybody going to get home on time. Y'all ain't got to pay overtime. Like, let's go.
Is it hard for you, Kev, being on a production that you don't control?
No. Low-key, actually, it's freeing. Because
he like being told what to do.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he likes it.
There's a certain amount of stress when you control it. Like, the talent is just one aspect. Then you got to worry about the budget and the control and the edit and the delivery. Friday Night Vibes, brother, when it's over, all right, y'all, see y'all tomorrow. Like, and it is a welcome reprieve from having to do. I don't want to have to worry about post, edit, deliveries, time code, you know, S&P.
Leave it at the door.
Leave it at the door. Coffee, yes. What time is lunch? Okay, perfect. See y'all tomorrow. I just come on time, do my job, chop it up with Nina. I knew he was cool. Nina let me in her, she was getting braided down. She was like, come on, dress her. I said,
oh, y'all real friends now.
I said, as a black man, you let me see the breakdown? That's real. The breakdown is intimate. Come in real quick. Close the door.
It is.
I'm getting braided down.
Close that door now.
But no, that's why I think that camaraderie and chemistry from the audition through the show, it just carries on throughout. And then that's why the show feels so natural. Our guests come on, they feel really natural with us. You know what I'm saying? So,
and it doubled the rating. So we did the first season, we only had like 12 episodes. So it was just the first Friday of every month, which right now, you know, TV is very difficult. They actually doubled our episode order because they were saying that our interviews with each other and with our guests were spiking over the movies. So so I mean, listen, to get a double order during this time, we feel very blessed.
We're still kicking it with Nina Parker and KevOnStage. Their new show, Friday Night Vibes, is on TBS. Was it toxic working there?
Envy. What?
I mean, listen, I've heard it's not like that anymore. I don't know. And this is one of the reasons you and I haven't talked, because I checked out of all things TMZ. I never watched the show again when I stopped. I stopped communicating. I'm not communicating with people I knew, but anything, like, I just kind of shut that part of my brain off because I had a lot of PTSD. And it was, you have to think about it. This was like the birth of new age media. There were no rules. So we would work like 14 hours a day. You would get in trouble for taking a lunch. You couldn't leave like your desk. Jesus. You had to answer your phone at 4 a.m. You would work weekends and you couldn't say no. People would walk around with their laptop. We would go to a concert. You have to have your laptop in your bag. Because if you got a call at 4 and you didn't answer, you would get fired.
It was over for you.
It was over for you. So, and I made the decision to participate in that because I didn't have anybody. I didn't have anything else. I didn't have a team. We were kind of deterred from getting a team. Like, you know, so the things I know now.
This was pre-HR there, too, because HR was new when I got there.
There was no HR.
No HR.
When I came to TMZ, HR was very new, and there was the union things that come in when you have like a union protection. They got rid of it.
That didn't exist back then. Like, they had Telepictures that was the parent company that technically you could go, but you didn't know anybody there because they weren't, you only knew who was in the building. So it was really the Wild West. And when Michael Jackson died, I didn't leave the office for 3 days. Damn. Like, we slept there.
And that was your salary of $50,000 or less, whatever.
I mean, I think I was still making like the PA salary then, which was, I think I had got boosted to like $650 a week.
Crazy thing is, when Loren started working here, you ever see that dog that and I'm not comparing you to a dog, but that dog that when you get out the shelter, right? And you put your hand up to pet it and the dog is scared. That's how Lauren was working here.
That's how it was for years.
Lauren was like, wait a minute. You guys just said good job? Like, it was, I'm like, what? I thought she was joking. Then I realized, no, she was traumatized. Like, it was crazy.
This
morning, I still won't tell her that.
No.
How long were you there?
I was at TMZ for 8 years. And when you come in, you hear, well, from the black people there, you hear so much about you. Van was always really big about, you know, talking to me about you. He was there when I was there. So was Raquel. And then they left. And when they left, it was me. And I was like, what the heck?
At least you had the camaraderie.
But then they left.
Right.
And then George Floyd and Ahmaud Arbery happened. And it was like, oh.
And you're fighting by yourself because there's a lot of microaggressions. There's macro too. And one of the things that was hard for me was like at the time, and this was before Van even got there, I was the only black person on camera. And so...
Ooh, really? You are so sisters.
Yes.
No, the story she told me, y'all sound...
And you feel an obligation, but sometimes you're tired. Right?
And you don't know what the heck you're supposed to be saying half the time.
But the thing is, with black talent especially, you don't have the luxury of being silent when it's a black issue because they're going to look at you in this room full of white people and wonder why you didn't say anything. They're not going to think about, like, I've been doing this every single day. I got a migraine. I'm tired. Like, I'm tired of arguing. I know they're race baiting me. They bait you on purpose. But at the same time, I'm like, I got to think about the people who are watching that look like me, that are like, Nina, why didn't you speak up? Right. But, you know, as you age, fighting every day gets exhausting. And also when you're getting baited, because it's like, I don't mind having a healthy discussion, but you're purposely trying to bait me to have this conversation so you can have content. And I'm not really with that. And so you get tired of being used. You get tired of like women being talked about. You know, you feel like I'm in this space. When I was there, it was very toxic. Like they had a relationship with Vivid because, you know, of Kim Kardashian's sex tape, and Vivid would send like sex tapes in, and sometimes people would just watch them in the office, you know, and it was like, you'd be like, what's going on? But then also you're like, well, what are my other options? And that's when you start to build these relationships. So you're like, I got to make an exit plan.
I had I just want to say this real quick, and then we can move away from TMZ because you have moved away. But I met you.
I'm finding out so much about you.
We've been in the trenches.
You ain't never said nothing about this.
I met you a long time ago in LA, and our interaction, you weren't rude, but it just wasn't the best. And when I was about to leave, Ben was like, you should call Nina. And I was like, I don't think she cares for me that much. And he was like, why? And I was like, well, and I told him, but now hearing I don't know if you even knew who I was, but if so, I'm thinking like maybe that I had nothing to do with that. But I'd never thought about this because when you're in that environment, you think it's regular. You think it's okay.
Right.
I never thought about like what your post-life felt like mentally having to go through and deal with all of that.
I think
how that...
What that got to do with you telling the world that Nina was rude to you?
No, I said she wasn't rude. It just wasn't the best.
Like, why would you do that?
The reason why I'm
you
saying that...
said that off the head.
No, the reason why I want to say that is because now I'm sitting here and I felt your emotion just now when you were talking about your experience, and I identify with it so much, and it made me think about if I were to run into someone right in that same predicament, unknowingly I might not, like, do you know what I'm trying to say?
Well, you're reacting to the place, not the person.
Yes.
And so you know, it's like if someone brings up a relationship that hurts you, you're kind of like, and especially if you're not in a space to like say you're not thinking about it, and it jars you for a second where you're just like, and also I'm very media trained, right? So sometimes I don't want to speak bad on a place, and I don't know if my experience will be your experience.
Yeah.
So there's a lot I can't say to you without saying it, right?
Yes.
Where it's like, how do I tell this person they're in the trenches and like get out quickly?
Yes.
Because that may not be your journey. Yeah. So how do I say that to you because it's so nuanced? So it's just such a layered thing. So sometimes if like people come up and be like, I'm at TMZ, I'm kind of like,
exactly how I was.
I don't know what to tell you because it's only something you understand if you've been there. It's like being in a sorority.
Yes.
But at the same time, and I think I've just healed from being there probably within the last like 4 or 5 years. I have this thing now where my friends say I'm the fastest responder because you had to be this thing, right? Even now, I'm not really in news anymore. Like, I'm a host for shows, and even now I feel like I got to look at these headlines. I'm like, what am I doing? I ain't posting about no news. I'm the first to post a tweet about it. Like, what am I? So you have these things. So I don't remember the interaction, but I'll say that it was so traumatizing that sometimes it was hard to react positively about it.
Yeah.
And also, as you grow, you learn how to temper that a little bit better.
Friday Night Vibes on TV. Yes, man.
Definitely check it out. We appreciate you guys for coming up. And don't be strangers. You could come on more.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Kev. I feel like you didn't get to.
Nina, girl, I was watching too. I was like, oh my God. This is really happening. They're going to put this on TMZ. It's going to be on TMZ. It's going to be full circle.
But I'm serious.
Watch it.
Please come up more. Come up more. If y'all are in town, please come up.
Thank you guys for having
We had to
us.
wait 7 years to get Kev, so.
Yes. Well, y'all just had him, so you know.
Nina, this was fine. I was tweeting.
He was in the
like,
comments.
Yo, but Nina, your line is still in stores.
Yes. I have a clothing line for plus women sizes 12 to 30. It's in stores. It's at Macy's. It's doing very well, and so this is one of the designs. So it's doing. The multiple streams. It's always need that.
Big Nina Parker, not the little. She keep a check.
All right. Well, it's Nina Parker, KevOnStage, Friday Night Vibes on TBS. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, phone lines are wide open. 800-585-1051. This morning, they had been calling me Flex Washington, Flexington,
yes,
and a host of others. And why is this, Jess?
Because you made a video the other day that hit the shade room that made it seem like you was trying to go save your dogs from the rain. I don't know who the hell think dogs got to be saved from the rain, but you had the video selfie style, right, to show the big castle that you live in the back instead of showing the dogs. The objective was to show you rescuing the dogs from the rain.
Yeah, you finally got them from their 1-bedroom apartment in your backyard.
I'm talking about you wanted
of training the dogs.
You wanted us to even see how big the cages were. He stood in the cage, and DJ Envy is not sure.
I put that cage together. I got it from Tractor Supply, by the way.
I didn't even think about that. You were standing in the cage.
In there.
How much were those cages?
I put them together myself from Tractor Supply. And I was showing the process. I've talked about these 2 puppies that my kids and family wanted. We got these dogs, and now nobody helps me with these dogs. I have to do it every day and train these dogs myself.
Those are some big puppies.
They were born on March 9th.
Imagine a plane flying over that house and seeing you in that cage and thinking to themselves, oh my God, they got Dominicans in cages in New Jersey.
It was big. Did you see the cage?
Crazy.
Cages are not that big.
I didn't see the cage. I saw him running in the backyard though.
Man,
yeah, but it's what I did to show people that when your kids say they want dogs, just know that it's all on you.
Your multitask is on another level.
We work at the Breakfast Club. You could have came in here and got it off your chest about that. You did not have to make a selfie style video to show your house in the back.
Never dropped the phone.
It wasn't for that. It was for my TikTok. If you follow me on TikTok, I explain some of the things that I do. Just show fun. Just being fun and doing certain things. That's
your
it.
Your phone is waterproof?
What's the craziest
Your phone
way?
waterproof?
Is my phone waterproof? Is your phone waterproof?
I don't know, but I'm asking you. You was pouring down raining.
Yes, it works in water. Yes, it does.
Tax bracket.
What's the craziest way y'all ever flexed? Craziest thing
what
you
about
did
you,
to
Jess?
flex. I don't do that.
Jax, every time you talk about your crib, you say, she never say her house.
Yes.
My estate.
Because it's not
my
just
estate.
a house.
Yeah.
And then when I'm not in a penthouse in Jersey City, I'm in my estate. So don't start that.
And then look, she was talking to me about her daughter's first birthday, and it was very casual. She was like, so, okay, this is my house, and I'm going to put this here, this there. I'm like, it's an aerial shot of a huge plot of land. I was like, okay, Jess, all right.
But I'm not going to fake save no dogs to show that. Oh, my God. All right, I'm not going to do it.
What about you, Lauren?
I don't flex.
You flex your hair.
Hair is just the flex.
Like what?
Damn it, man. All right, let's go.
Lauren's hair ain't nothing flex about Lauren's hair. That hair is stiff.
Shout out to hair by LJ,
that hair is stiff.
This right here.
Listen, that hair is stiff. You hear me?
Don't do me. This
ain't
is a good
nothing
2 racks
flexible
right here.
about Lauren's hair. Lauren's hair don't flex.
Hair by LJ, this don't come cheap. This is virgin. This is a good 2 racks. Right. Don't play with me, okay?
LJ got
the install is installing.
Hello, good morning. Who's this?
Yo, what's up? This is Jay the Cable Guy.
Good morning, Jay Cable Guy.
What's going on?
Not much. What's the craziest thing you did to flex?
So check this out, right? This is back in my heyday. I'd say about 2000. I was really jocking this girl, trying to get her to go out. She finally accepted it. We went on a date, right? So I'm really trying to flex. I checked my bank account on speakerphone in front of her. Just to watch her reaction. And I think around that time, it was about, 104,000.
Woo! And 2,000, okay.
You wanted her to hear that?
This was my contracting days, with the 1099, you was running taxes and all that. It's all legit now, but
right.
That was the craziest thing I did to flex.
What did she say when you did that?
Yeah, what was her reaction?
Oh, the attitude changed. The attitude went straight from, Willis Siddiqui to...
compliant.
So, is this something serious with us? Is this right. Do you see yourself going forward with this? And I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, sure.
What did you hit, though, bro? Did you hit?
Look, I'm not going to kiss and tell. I'm not gonna kiss and tell.
Bro, it was
but,
2000. It was 25 years ago.
It did work out.
Okay, you smashed.
You
All
probably
right.
married her. You probably married to her to this day. That's why.
No, hell no.
Oh, all right. Good morning. Who's this?
Yo, you know the vibes is Mellow. How you doing?
Mellow, what's up? What's the craziest thing you ever did to flex like your boy Envy?
Oh, I'm not even. First off, can we drop one of Cool's bombs for Envy for flexing so hard? That was fake fire.
You saw the video? You saw the video?
That wasn't fake. That was fake fire.
That wasn't even
fake fire.
But it's alright though. Take it. But I'm not gonna hold you. Back in the days, in my younger days, I was on some Drake. I was on some Drake time and still, Nokia. I was like, yo, you want shots for the girls and order some. And you know what I mean? I shouldn't have did that. Mm-hmm. And I had to pretty much keep ordering shots until my direct deposit hit.
Ooh, dang.
You know what I mean? And I feel like that's the wildest thing I've ever done because I was sitting there for an additional hour and a half, bro. I did not have.
What you would have did if the deposit was like late or like your bank? You know what I mean? Sometimes it'd be off. Like, what you would have done?
I'm not even going to hold you. We was in a karaoke bar and I can sing. I would have distracted them.
Period.
Goodbye, Mellow.
Like, word. I would have, you know what I mean? They call me Trey Wrongs in the hood. I'm not even going to lie to you. I don't want to live it. Like, stop playing with me.
Hey, yo.
Goodbye, Mellow.
Listen, I want to tell everybody, too, I want to remind people in Charleston, South Carolina, that today at noon, the International African American Museum is going to be absolutely free, okay? Myself and the Black Effect Podcast Network sponsored a free day at the International African American Museum in Charleston starting at noon today. So if you off for Labor Day, gather the kids and, go to the International African American Museum starting today at noon. It is completely free. Admission is free.
The Breakfast Club, good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa is here as well. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, indeed.
She's the only other person from Delaware that I know of.
You know Joe Biden, President Biden.
Joe Biden, yes. I know him as well. And as Patience, what the Patience Foster is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Patience.
You gotta tell her what you talking about.
I'm about to. On Imaginary Players, she says, and Patience, what the when she's about to, I guess, do something she's not supposed to. And Patience says,
she said, Patience, be like Cardi.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, when Cardi's about to do something she's not supposed to, I guess, you pop up in her mind like, Cardi, what the
Patience is the founder and CEO of Cream Labs, but, she's behind, some of the biggest artist rollouts in hip-hop.
Correct.
Right? And you've been with Cardi since day one.
Yeah, 10 years.
Wow.
Yes, 10 years as of September of this year.
Wow.
Well, let's start there. How did you meet Cardi and how did you get on part of her team?
Oh, I love this story. So when I had my son, I decided not to go back and work for Hertz. I was renting cars.
Hertz, okay.
After I graduated college, I ended up having to rent cars. There were no jobs. So I decided to open up a salon in Wilmington called Vic Sata the Salon with my tax refund money.
Lauren needed you. Lauren needed
First
you.
of all, I've been supporting since day one. We was in there doing all the photos. I was in the photo shoot.
Yes.
We can tell when the salon closed, too, because everybody got to continue on.
You know what? So basically, I was, just operating in the salon, but I opened the salon because I always wanted to be a publicist. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I'm going to use my stylist as like my case studies, my clients, while I self-teach myself, right? Oh. So I would look for opportunities for them outside of the booth was like my selling point. So fast forward maybe 4 years, my partner actually, who's here, he was bringing a lot of talent and celebrities to Wilmington, and we're a very, very small market. So there's not a ton of talent that comes in and out of Wilmington, especially because we're so close to Philly.
So what, do you do parties or something?
So he would throw live events.
Gotcha.
There were a ton of different events and talent and celebrities that, he would bring out. So my stylists were telling me, hey, this girl named Cardi is coming to Delaware. She's coming to dance. We want to do her hair and makeup. I didn't follow her at the time, but I followed their lead, and I reached out to Bun and asked him, would you mind putting in a word with Cardi and her management? We'll do her hair and her makeup at no cost. So he followed through, and he made the connection, the very first connection between myself and Cardi, and she pulled up with her manager at the time in a PT Cruiser. She had this orange wig on. She came in. Yes.
Oh, Shaft. Shaft had a PT Cruiser?
This was so early on. This was like literally like before Love and Hip Hop era.
Any Haitian?
They say so.
Yeah, PT Crew.
Yeah, PT Crew. What up, Shab?
So, yeah, she pulled up. She got her hair and makeup done, and she was just like, "You want to come to the club with me?" And I'm like, "Cool. You know, I got a sitter. Why not?" So we go to the club, and she gets dressed. She asks me to help me pick her money up while she's dancing. We order some wings. We go our separate ways at the end of the night. And about maybe a month or two later, I had started filling out internship applications because I was just like, I'm 26. I think I was, how old was I? Oh my gosh. I was 26. And I'm like, you know, my son is 2, 3 at the time. I really still want to be a publicist. I need to make a move. So I just started filling out all of these internship applications for Fashion Week, which is kind of what segued us into that space. And I took an internship. I slept on my friend's couch in Newark, New Jersey. And maybe my third day on the job, I ran into Cardi backstage. She was walking in the Gypsy Sports Show because they wanted all like internet or, you know, social media personalities. And she was like, "Oh, like, what are you doing here? Are you doing hair?" And I was like, "No, I'm a publicist." And she was like, "Oh, I need one of those." And I was like, "Okay." And her and Shab invited me to dinner that night. And I walked in and they introduced me as her new publicist. And that's how.
Wow.
That is what's up.
This is before rap. This is before Love and Hip Hop.
For everything.
Wow.
We were selling makeup, Wash Poppin' Cosmetics.
Yeah.
Before a lot of everything. The cosmetics.
I'm sorry, your hair salon.
Oh, no. So as we continued to like grow and the business grew, I, you know, leveraged what I was building with her into an agency, which is how Cream Labs came about. And, you know, I decided that, you know, at maybe like 6 years after having the salon open, I just didn't have the capacity or the bandwidth to do it. And the industry and the salon industry has shifted so much. People wanted their own suites, their own brands. So I just focused on building out and expanding the agency. But that's what, you know, all of it led up into building with Cardi.
I love that story.
Did you do her hair for her recent court case? The wig? You got compliments on that.
She don't do hair no more.
I was here for the wigs, like, definitely.
But talk about that. I mean, Charlamagne mentioned that it's funny, but I think even when we saw her switching wigs recently, people instantly started remembering the first time we saw her in court, and everything was a moment when she was showing up to court, right? And you guys have been really good about making moments from the beginning. Was Cardi always the artist that wanted to do that? Did you have to talk her into it? What was her first moment where she's like, this is how I need to live the rest of my career?
Oh, her first moment. I would say it was the week that we met, is the week that we decided to work with each other, which was Fashion Week. And I say that because the way that she showed up, so once we decided like, all right, we're going to work together, there was a few shows left. And the last show that normally happens during Fashion Week was the Blondes. So, you know, as an intern, my job was to get people from their black trucks to the front, you know, to their front row seat. So I'm like, you know, nobody really knows you outside of the personality that you built on social media. Let's just start increasing your visibility right away. And again, I'm like self-teaching myself at this point. I'm just doing what feels right. So I told her to come to the show and I was just going to seat her. And I'm like, just come and just look like you belong. Like, she shows up in a turban, these like wooden nipple pasties, and like a flared bell-bottom pant. And everybody was just like, if they didn't know who she was, they wanted to know who she was. And I just found a spot on the front row and just set her. And that told me that she was, number one, she was willing to be collaborative and trusting. It wasn't like, well, I got to do this, or I'm not really invited. I don't want to show up. You're not going to always get an invite in the very beginning. Sometimes you got to show people why you should be invited, right? And that does come with a risk, obviously. But she was willing to like thug it. She like, okay, where I gotta be, I'm gonna show up. What I gotta wear, okay, I'm there. And she just went with it. So at that moment, I knew like she loved and wanted to leave an impression wherever she went and really make a moment. And I think we just always carried that same energy throughout everything we did.
I love that because that really defines Cardi B as a person. A lot of times people don't hear that side of it. Charlamagne and myself, we've seen her early on. So we've seen the grind. We've seen her eating the McDonald's in the morning. We've seen her going to the teen parties. And we've seen that grind and the clubs and the strip clubs and the regular clubs and it is. So I love that story because it shows that, you know, sometimes people are like, oh, no, she's this, she's that. No, she deserves to be here. She worked her ass to get here.
Absolutely. Against all odds. And it's great that I was so fortunate to, number one, be, you know, just given the space to like, we gonna figure this out together. You've never been necessarily a publicist of X amount of years. I've never been a superstar. Like, we just gonna figure this out and trust in one another's intuition and one another's vision. And she literally, like, being there to see all the no's. I love that I'm still in a seat to be able to see all of those people just eat their words. Like, so many people were just like, it'll never happen for her.
We're still kicking it with Patience Foster. Jess.
I love more particularly about your story, how you went through, how you used the hair industry to step into PR.
Yeah.
That is so dope.
Yeah.
Right?
It was, I mean, living in a place like Wilmington, and Lauren knows, like, we're Delaware down. Like, wherever we go, it's like, yes, we're from Delaware. But the community and the network is so small, it's so limited. And to be in a space like public relations, you have to put yourself in spaces where you can rub elbows and kiss babies and build a network. So I still felt like before I put myself out there, I wanted to have enough confidence and experience just from an entry level point of view. So looking at my stylists more like clients was really what helped me to feel like, okay, I got enough confidence to like walk into a space and feel like I know how to represent people, even if it's on a small level. I feel like I had the fundamentals to represent someone and help leverage whatever talent they have into a brand. I didn't know that that's what I was doing so early on, but now that I'm much more aware of my capabilities and what I'm able to do, I know that I'm able to take talent and leverage that into a brand that is sustainable outside of just one category.
Let me ask you a question. What's the difference between managing talent and managing the perception of the talent?
Oof. I mean, I think that that's a piece of it, managing the perception of the talent, because the perception is essential to the value of the brand at the end of the day. But managing the talent, I mean, I think there's a lot of different aspects to managing the talent. You have day to day. You need someone who's consistently paying attention to the logistics, the calendar, all of the things that keep everything moving. And then you have people that have their expertise. You have your music managers, you have your brand managers. And I think managing the talent overall is just making sure that there's consistently a strategy. There's consistently a plan. Like, I don't know if people think that it's just, we're just winging it. Like, there's always a plan and there's always a goal. There's always, like, we know exactly what it is that we want to do and what we want to accomplish. But I think really managing the talent is understanding the product itself, which is what the talent is, whether it's music, whether it's making clothes, whatever it is. And then understanding how you create a relationship that's engaging with that audience in a way that grows the brand, that builds value in the brand. Because at the end of the day, you want to be able to leverage that brand into something that is legacy forging.
But let me ask you a question. How do you decide when somebody's a friend or when somebody's a client, right? Because you're going to have clients that pay you for certain things, but I'm assuming Cardi B is not just a client, she's your friend, meaning...
You can see that with them, though.
But like, so... If you're working with somebody and now Cardi B is beefing with that person, you can't work with that person anymore. But with a client, it's just like, it's just a check. So how do you decide that? And if Cardi's like, you know, let's say it's not rocking with somebody, you say, all right, well, I can't work with that person anymore. How does that work?
I mean, that's a very real thing. Like, and I think also it's just, what is your philosophy as what is your philosophy as an entrepreneur or a boss or whatever it is that you do, right? And I feel like whatever your philosophy is and your principles are is how you show up when it comes to making those type of decisions. And my philosophy is a lot different from other people. Like, there is no real defining line between personal and business. Like, my business is very personal. Like, my business feeds my kid. My business builds my livelihood and keeps my livelihood and maintains a lifestyle that I like to live. Like, so my business is very personal because, you know, you compromise my business, now you're compromising the way I eat. So when it comes to Cardi and any other client, and anyone can tell you, like, wherever there are boundaries or there's an opposition or someone that, you know, has done something in a way that not only makes them feel away, but has messed with their business and their livelihood, I could never do business with you. And that's just what it is. Like, I think some people try to convince themselves that it's okay because it's just business, but there is no way that you don't have an emotional attachment or a personal relationship with somebody that you go into a conference room or on a conference call every day and fight for them to eat. We gotta have a personal relationship. That doesn't turn off when I decide I want to take another check from somebody that doesn't align with you. Like, we gotta be on the same side for this to work.
Yeah. Do you guys generally only manage artists, or is it actresses? Is it actress?
We're not specific to artists. Right. For the company that we've recently announced and built, Fifth and Freedom. It's not just specific to artists. It's just specific to talent, but talent that is talent that I can see true value in. Like, because one of the main things about Fifth and Freedom is that it's a new way of management and it's a new way of looking at talent. Where some people are just more reactive, they're waiting on an email, they're waiting for a deal, they're waiting to respond. Like, it's about being proactive, but also making sure that we're not limiting the talent to this one category, that we're building a brand that can sustain over years without necessarily having to be active in one category. So it's about like building legacy, equitable opportunities, like joint ventures, things that, you know, at the end of the day, they'll have something to pass down or they'll have something to fall back on, because everybody doesn't, whether you're an artist, whether you're an influencer, you may not want to make content every single day once you reach a certain point. It gets tiring. You may not be inspired. You may not be ready to drop a project every other month to meet a certain goal or drop a single, right? But how are you sustaining in between time? I think that comes from like building real brand value, so that way you can, you know, build a true legacy.
How do you deal with somebody like Loren?
First of all,
right? I'm serious, right? Because you know Loren from Delaware. But she thinks
you only let her ask a question yet, and she's from Delaware.
Right.
No.
But she
I
knows
want y'all
Patientce.
to.
Her and Patientce are the best friends.
Yeah, I want
y'all. But I want to know, how do you deal with her? So meaning, you know, she's gonna poke the bear. She's gonna find out the story. But that's your client. Right?
And I'm
so she gonna call you and say, I just heard this. But you don't want the story out, or maybe the story's wrong. In most cases, you can just say, give the middle finger, keep it moving. But now with her, and I've heard her call you mad times. Mad times. So how do you deal with somebody that's a friend, but you have a client?
This nigga here can't hold water for nothing.
What? Excuse me? You.
Right?
Neither can you.
So how do you?
I don't even know nothing.
You're not asking anything that's wrong.
But like I said, so how do you deal with, like, you know, because you have relationships with TMZ, you have relationships with Loren and these blogs. So how do you deal with that?
I mean, I think like I'm just real big on like whoever I'm dealing with on a level like that. If you're calling me directly and we're having conversations about things that are pertaining to clients, like we already have a level of trust there and a level of respect. Because most people will send out, and I was a publicist years ago. I am no longer the publicist. For everyone that is still mentioning me in articles, I appreciate it.
Yeah. What's your exact title? I know you're the founder and CEO of Cream Labs, but what's your title? Like,
I'm also the co-founder in Fifth and Freedom with my partner Bun, but I'm also I'm the brand for Cardi. I'm her brand manager and her creative director.
Gotcha.
Yes. So at the end of the day,
stop calling me.
I work across her entire business at the end of the day, because again, like, the longest standing member of her, you know, of her group, of her team. So I'm involved in every single conversation at the end of the day, because we built that currency of trust there. But no, I was a publicist, and that was, you know, what got me into the spaces that I needed to be in. But as I understood what I'm truly capable of, just outside of helping to control narratives and stories.
So you got old pictures of Loren to make sure she don't put that now, and you.
Me and Loren used to share Airbnbs in LA and go out to like BET Awards. We didn't have a name at the time, so we weren't on the list. So we were just finessing.
So you know where the bodies are for Loren.
Yeah.
She know where the bodies.
We've been friends for well over a decade. We grew up together. So, but how I deal to answer your question, I think it's just already a level of respect there. So she's gonna tell me what it is. This is the information I have. What do you want to do with that information, right? And it's two things for me. Are we on the record or are we off the record? Number one.
You're always on the record with Loren.
No, you're not.
No, you shouldn't be.
No.
I really do this.
That's against like journalist guidelines.
Yes, I really do this. It's a lot of times when I'll call her too and be like, before she even starts, completely off the record.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so it's like, I'm going to approach, I think I do a very good job. Like, I don't blur the lines between what I do as a professional and who I am as a person, because they're pretty much aligned. Like, who I am as a professional is how I show up as a person.
Yeah.
So how I deal with her is just in any friendship. Let's be transparent. Let's be honest with each other. This is what I have to say. This is what I'm not going to say. Hypothetically, I'm going to say this. And, you know, we just work through it together. And I don't ever think for a moment, I'm never going to have a conversation with somebody that I got a second guess. Is this information going to leave this phone call? So it's like, I think because of our friendship and the trust and the history that we have there, we can do good business.
We're still kicking it with Patience Foster. Charlamagne?
How do you decide what's best for your client and what's best for your girl? And what I mean by that is, like, you know, you see like somebody like Loren in the position she's in, she's growing, like, you know, she's building her name. You might have some information that you could be, I could get the People magazine, but if I give it to Loren, it's really going to help Brown Girl Grinding. So what do you do in those situations?
I think it depends on the situation. For wherever there's controversy, drama, no pun intended, right? That's never been a part of my process or my systems. Like, I'm never feeding. I know there's people that think like, oh, this is a PR stunt. Like, never feeding or setting up a stunt, right? But in terms of like exclusives, like, oh, we have this like great information or something we want to share about the album, like, of course, like, I would want, you know, my friend to have the exclusive. But when it comes to the client, it's just like, if you love me and you say you're my friend, then you respect the fact that I have to do what's best for my client. And that's just, you know, and if that level of understanding is just not there, then we're not friends and we can't do business.
And I will say there's been plenty of time, and also too, I think it's like a trade thing, because like for me, it's like, okay, maybe if I know this or you just giving me this, but then your client or whoever is like, we want to go another place with it. I'm like, I talk to her all the time. She'll call me about something else. There's been many times where I couldn't do something, but on the back end, it's like, ooh, I might get another story that's bigger, or you might come to me and say, hey, this is announcing, like, so it's a transactional thing as well for me. But I want to talk about when, like, so Cardi says Patience be like, what the there's a lot of moments, because y'all don't stage these things, but people always think things are staged. So like the Harper's Bazaar party moment, the what was that? Nicki Minaj Cardi B, the fight at the Harper's Bazaar party.
First of all, she didn't even hear she wasn't there when Cardi made the record, because you heard it when Cardi played it for you. You were surprised when she said.
Yeah, I wasn't there for when she recorded the record.
So
she
you
played
heard
it for
you
me.
was like, what the in real life?
I was just like taken back because I was like, why did it have to be me? But I mean, I guess it only makes sense because a lot of people probably think that there's this yes man complex in our relationship, and it's the complete opposite. Like, I'm going to always have her back, right, wrong, or indifferent. Like, there's never going to be a time that I would stand down from that. But at the same time, where we don't agree respectfully, right? And we handle that like adults. And I think we do a really good job of, like, we know that our loyalty as, like, friends and basically sisters is, you know, the core of our relationship. But it really doesn't blur the lines when it comes to, like, being direct about, you know, business decisions or just, you know, life decisions. We don't always see eye to eye. So there are plenty of times that she does, and I don't know why the internet thinks that I, like, have these strings and control what she says or what she can do. Like, I think her fans kind of have this idea, like, take her phone, make her get off the internet. Like, this is a grown-ass woman. Like, she's going to do and say as she pleases. And yes, from time to time, she asks for suggestions or advisement, but there are some times where she jumps out the window and she do and say whatever she want to do, and I am looking like, what the like,
you so like the talent that's coming into Fifth and Freedom, I think that what I was going to ask was, there's a lot of those moments and they're big because of who she is and because of her personality. How do you in real time strategize and figure it out where it doesn't hit her brand or her business too hard and it works out in her favor, or at least her narrative is in her favor?
I would almost say it's kind of like in the reverse. Like, I'm not thinking when something happens like damage control, which, oh my God, like the Association of Publicists, please don't kill me. I'm not thinking like, oh my God, I need to get in crisis control, because I think what you build from the beginning and the tone you set with your client in terms of authenticity is what carries you through those moments. Because when those moments happen, I don't have to jump into damage control mode, because we've been who we are from the beginning. Yeah. She's been authentic in who she is from the beginning. She's been unapologetic and unfiltered from the beginning. So it really sometimes in a lot of these moments just doubles down on who she's always shown up as. So I think it's really in the opposite for me. Like, I'm not in that moment. Of course, if it's absolutely crazy, let's talk through it. Let's figure it out. But it's not a lot of like spinning of the narrative and coming up with things that may not necessarily be true to help save face. Like, and I love that she's just a woman that she just stands on her like, damn, I did say that and I f***ed up, but you know?
Yeah.
So
do you feel, with your PR background, right? Do you feel that all publicity is good publicity?
I don't know. I understand it. I understand what it means, but I do still feel like things can be harmful. Like, unless all you care about is the attention, that's the advantage of, everything is publicity. But if you truly care about a brand that's going to build value and be valuable X amount of years from now, then you do have to care about what could possibly be harmful. And I think a lot of times for her, she gets this backlash of, you don't have to explain everything. You don't need to say everything. And I think there are some times that I'm kind of like, I feel like we could have not said something. But I also feel like I love that she feels the need to set the record straight. Yeah. So that way, when a conversation does come up with a potential brand partner or, a potential partner just in business or, what have you, it's like, I made sure to clear my name and set the record straight. And if what I'm saying is not true, you prove to me that it's not true. And I feel like she calls a lot of people's bluff. And she makes sure to stand on exactly what she thinks and how she feels. And sometimes that comes out in Instagram comments or tweets or what have you. But, I don't think that all publicity is good publicity. Yeah. I think that all publicity is attention, but all attention is not good attention. So,
and sometimes the algorithm don't know the difference. Whether somebody's saying good or bad things about you. It's like, damn, she got mentioned 1 million times in an hour.
Right. But it's like, what is she getting mentioning for? Yeah. At the end of the day, especially if it's something that defames your character. It's one thing if it's about something frivolous like wardrobe or a rumor, like a surface, gossip topic, but something that defames your character and just your moral compass, like those still have real repercussions. A lot of people think that no one has any sort of principle anymore when it comes to these businesses. Everybody just wants a name. They just want a celebrity. They'll pay for it. No, like there's still moral clauses in contracts. There are still people that have principles and they want to know how you show up as a person. So if you are defaming who I am and my character, which could possibly stand in the way or intervene or interfere with what I'm building, then I'm going to set the record straight.
Can you go a little deeper on that? Like, how do these salacious headlines hurt or help deals with corporate brands?
I mean, they do hurt, right? Especially if it's a lot of brands. The brand partnerships go deeper than just the money. Like, what's the upfront guarantee? Like, how are we structuring this partnership? Like, there's still compliance at the end of the day. They a lot of brands still want to know this is a decent person. They show up as a decent person, and when they go out into the space or in the marketplace to represent my brand or my company, they can be trusted, right? Because they've obviously spent millions of dollars in resources and manpower to build whatever it is that they're building, and they don't want to compromise that. So a salacious headline, if you think about press, right, there's never a time where a headline will go up about a particular person or topic and they don't in that article recount every other thing that is attached to that person. So, and also right before this happened, such and such was supposed to sign a deal or is signing a deal with this company. Dang. So now you're, if I'm a publicist for this brand and I'm getting these Google alerts, this person who I'm supposed to be doing business with is now showing up in my alerts in correlation to the name of my brand or my company in a terrible way. So to your point even earlier, is all press good press? That's not good press for them. Especially depending on whatever that brand is built upon. If they're geared towards mothers or they're geared towards a certain type of audience, and that headline is either prejudiced or hurtful against that audience, that's not good press. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, salacious headlines do, come with a certain level of damage when you're building outside of just your self brand. And most talent, if they're smart, they're building a brand of their own so that they can collaborate and partner with other companies and other brands.
Man, thank you for coming, Patience.
Yes.
We ain't gonna never beat the We on Cardi B payroll allegation. It's like, damn, they interviewing Patience. They interviewing Cardi's brand manager. Like, man, we ain't never beat no allegations.
Congrats on Fifth and Freedom. Those artists are gonna be lucky, and talent gonna be lucky to
have
y'all.
Thank you. Congratulations to you and Bun.
Yes, thank you.
Sure. How do they reach out? Do you even want them to?
Yeah, they can definitely reach us. We have Fifth and Freedom on Instagram. You can reach out. We're very active on our Instagram, and obviously, you can see the services and things that we provide.
Are you looking for something in particular right now?
I don't think we're ever looking for something in particular. It really is just a feel thing. Like, we have a really, really dope emerging artist that's coming out of Delaware, Billy Bird, who we've been working with for a few years, but now we're in a better position and have a lot more. There's a lot more opportunity in like building her out, because breaking artists out of very small markets is very difficult. But she's so talented, she's so raw. Like, so I don't think we're really looking for anything, but we're also not looking.
Got you.
So
not looking.
Do with that information what you will.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, it's Patience Foster. It's the Breakfast Club.
Thank you so much.
Yes, you are a donkey.
What the hell? What the hell is?
What more do you need, you donkey? Some donkey todays just sell themselves.
Charlamagne, give it to him. Breakfast Club all day. Give it to him. Oh man, Charlamagne, who you giving donkey today tonight?
Well, donkey of the day goes to 21-year-old Angel Gomez Montanez. Now, that's a name that'll alert ICE. Now, listen, this man was born in 2004, okay? I got a rule. I don't argue with people who were born the same year Kanye West College Dropout was released, okay? I'm not going back and forth with anybody who was born the same year T.I. dropped his third album, Urban Legend. Okay, how do I look debating somebody who just entered the world the year Lil Wayne dropped the Carter 1? There is nothing to be gained by that conversation. Okay, there is also a theory that youngins that age don't want to work. Okay, that youngins that age have a sense of entitlement. That youngins that age want things handed to them. Well, Angel didn't disprove any of that, okay? In fact, Angel might be Exhibit A on why a lot of that is probably true. Let's go to ABC 13 Eyewitness News for the report, please.
Breaking overnight, the man investigators say murdered his roommate rather than pay rent is under arrest.
Harris County Sheriff's Office says that Angel Gomez Montanez was safely taken into custody. No other details published about this. Montanez is charged with the murder of Christopher Rodriguez Lara. Lara's mother telling ABC 13 that Montanez had been living with the family for free for about 3 months. When she started to ask him to start contributing, she says Montanez shot and killed her son Thursday outside the apartment on Butte Creek Road in North Harris County.
Rest in peace to 18-year-old Christopher Lara. You did not deserve that. This young man, Angel Montanez, was offered a place on this apartment's couch for 3 months. 3 months you didn't have to contribute to no bills. Okay, no rent, no nothing. Just freeloading your monkey ass off. And then when you were told this can't be happening, we have bills to pay, you decided to shoot and kill 18-year-old Christopher Lara. This is why you have to avoid unhappy, unlucky, miserable souls, okay? This young 18-year-old living his best life, okay, with his family. An Angel who has family ties with them decided to smoke him for no other reason than his feelings were hurt, okay? He also tried to shoot the victim's brother. That's what a 9-year-old witness reportedly heard the suspect say. I'm going to kill all of them. Here's the thing. If you can come up with a plan to commit a murder, then you can come up with a plan to get a job. Okay, 21 years old, living rent-free for 3 months. Do you know what kind of blessing that is? Everybody out there listening to me right now, just imagine the kind of cushion you could have for yourself if you didn't have to pay any bills. Not one. For 3 months? Let me tell you, freeloaders out there, if somebody is blessing you with the opportunity to not have to pay any bills for any amount of time, please find a way to make that person's life easier. Young man, your name is Angel Gomez Montanez. I know you had the urge to do some lawn work, okay? It's in you, all right? I know you wanted to cut some grass, trim some hedges, find a cabinet to fix, okay? There's got to be a pipe clogged up somewhere. There was something you could have been doing in that apartment to make things easier for the people you was freeloading off. This is why we can't get rid of Job Corps. No. Okay, the streets need it. Young men like this don't have nothing else to do. Can't find a job? Job Corps would be perfect for him. Let him go to Job Corps, learn a trade, get his GED or diploma, and go out there and, have some money to pay his own bills. Now, look, kids nowadays don't want to work is a broad generalization, okay? I don't even believe it. Okay, I know plenty of young hustling-ass kids, but these young kids will kill you. It's not a generalization, okay? These youngins is crazy, all right? I know the prefrontal cortex doesn't fully develop until the age of 25, but my God, all right? Angel, you would have never survived the no scrubs era. He would have been in the passenger side of his best friend's ride letting off shots. Who the F you calling a buster, all right? But guess what, Angel? All that was from all that was a challenge from your family, okay? When somebody says, yo, you need to go get a job to help pay some bills, that means you need to get up, get out, and get something, okay? That's why they was encouraging you to do that. That's all they wanted. But now you don't have to worry about room and board anymore because you got a murder charge, okay? In Texas, you're going to jail for 99 years to life, and you will have to get a job, young man, okay? Food service, laundry, maintenance, furniture manufacturing. Oh, you're going to get a job in prison. And you're going to give a job in prison. It's just going to have a blow in front of it. Please let Remy Ma give Angel Montanez the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. You stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb? He sound like a fake Mexican. This is Montanez.
Angel, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong.
Because definitely sound like pronouncing it wrong.
No, it ain't no R in it. It's spelled Montanez.
Montanez. Yeah, let me see.
Let me show him.
He sound like he's impersonating.
You can eyeball a Mexican.
First of all, no. Let me say.
Exactly.
Yeah, I never heard of Montanez. That's a different one.
Exactly. Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today, sir.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building. Loren LoRosa here as well. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, indeed.
Trainer to the NBA players and a host of other things he has going on. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Brickley. Welcome back.
And thanks for having me.
How you feeling?
I feel great. I feel like coming to this show 3 times, it means like you're doing something right.
Okay.
To me, this is the dopest show. Got the biggest platform. What you guys do is amazing. So to come 3 times, it's dope. I'm a little tired. Last night I went a little drive. Went to my old apartments just to kind of like celebrate where I'm at right now. Mm-hmm. And I'm just thankful in the moment.
What's important? Why'd you decide to do that? Why you wanted to go back? Most people go forward.
Yeah.
Why'd you want to go back and see where you?
So going on the Breakfast Club was cool for the 3rd time. So I'm like, okay, I'm literally gonna drive to 106 in Columbus. Then I lived in Cliffside Park, and then so I drove to all these just to. I do that just sometimes when I feel like I might be losing motivation, just to get that back. And then also sometimes in celebration mode type thing. Yeah.
Now, for people that don't know who you are, you're an NBA trainer. You play basketball for Louisville.
Yeah.
And what got you into training basketball? Why do people feel like you are the trainer that they should work with? Because we've seen you work with people like, of course, Melo. We've seen you work with LeBron. We've seen you work with Harden, Westbrook, just to name a few.
Yeah.
So why are you the person that people say, I got to train with Chris?
Man, that's a great question. I thank God every day. I think at the end of the day, I'm a good person. I study my craft, and the players know I care. And also, I'd be dumb not to say luck comes with anything. Anyone really successful, some type of luck needs to come along the way. Yeah.
How much of a player's development is mental versus physical?
That's a great question. There's so many players that if you watch the workout, they wouldn't miss a shot. And you'd be like, they should be in the NBA. They play in Europe. It's because when the game comes, they just become like a mental midget. Like they miss a shot, then they just pack it in. So yeah, the mental aspect is huge. So like my job is I'm a trainer, teaching players how to play, but then also teaching players like don't get too down, hold yourself accountable, a lot of mental stuff. Yeah.
So mental is a big part of it.
Huge.
So outside of mental, what else do you look at with a player when you're like, okay, this player's going to be a star and he's going to work?
So there's 2 ways I go about it. So sometimes I'll work with a player and he's already all-star. So in those aspects, they still want to get better, but they'll be like, study my game, try and figure out what I need to get better at. I'll tell them what I think, and then we'll attack it. But then you have situations like Donovan Mitchell. So I started working with Donovan Mitchell. He had like 700 followers on Instagram. He was like in 11th grade. Now he's an NBA superstar. So to do that and see that is super dope. I did that with Cole Anthony, and recently Sierra, Future Junior. He's 11 years old. Russell Wilson hits me up, and he's like, yo, I want you to do what you did to Cayenne, Cole, Donovan, to my son. So he's been in the gym.
But let me ask you, when you like a player like LeBron, right?
Yeah.
Who's probably one of the best players ever.
Nice.
One of, right? What do you train him to make him better? Like, what can make him better? Like,
100%.
What do you say? What makes you like?
He's the GOAT. So yeah, you're right. It's like, he can get better at things. Like even great players, they always have some flaws in their game. Once we started working, LeBron was like, all right, I want you to watch film tonight. Come over to the workout tomorrow and tell me 2 things that I need to get better at. So this is like nerve-wracking going to LeBron.
He put you on the test.
Yeah, he did. And so I gave him 2 things. He liked them. And so there's always weaknesses. There's always weaknesses, even in the greats.
Now you call LeBron the GOAT, people will be like, LeBron's not the GOAT.
Yeah.
Jordan is the GOAT. So why do you have LeBron as your GOAT?
Man, he scored the most
Kobe.
points in NBA history. That's just a fact. He holds so many records. I mean, I feel like doing it in this era with the social media and all that, all the hate, it's just a lot what he's gone through. He's won championships with 3 teams. His brand is giant. So is Jordan's. But no, I'm team LeBron all day.
How do you feel when people be coming for Bronny?
It's messed up. Because at the end of the day, he didn't choose to be LeBron's son. Like, he's literally like a great kid. And you could tell, it's like it's a sore spot for the family. I wouldn't want someone messing with my kid. None of you guys would. But Bronny's actually really good. I think he's just gonna peak like in a year or 2.
Do you think he should be in the league? Because that's your trainer.
Yeah, for sure.
For
sure. And because people don't understand, before his freshman year, he had that heart stuff.
Right.
Like, I think he had was it a seizure or he passed out? Something major.
Yep.
So he could play like half the season. So yeah, now he's an NBA player.
Yeah. What made you pivot to being a trainer, right, rather than pursuing a career being a player?
Yeah. So obviously I wanted to be an NBA player, but I wasn't good enough. So I couldn't. Yeah.
You train all these players, but you couldn't train yourself, Chris?
Yeah, nah.
Training some of the best people.
I made the most. So I grew up in New Hampshire. I still hold the record, many records there. Played at Louisville. I had 2 NBA guys in front of me. And yeah, I could have gone overseas, but I was like, I played for Rick Pitino, and then so my 2 mentors are Rick Pitino and Phil Jackson, who's actually on the shirt. 2 of the greatest coaches to ever do it. And so I'm like, okay, if I have the opportunity to know these guys, let's attack this coaching thing. So I did the coaching thing. I'm like, nah, it's not for me. So then I started the training thing.
Who was the first player that believed in you as a trainer? Said,
J.R. Smith. Shout out to Jay. That's one of my close friends. My first year when I was with the Knicks, I was making $300 a week. He let me stay in his couch. So I stayed on JR's couch for the whole year. Wow. Shout out to JR for that. He had to do that. Yeah. JR's a good guy.
Did you see recently Dawn Staley was talking about she interviewed to be the coach of the Knicks?
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I mean, I think it's fire.
That would have been so fire. That would have been so
you know what
fire.
I mean?
Right.
I don't know if I feel like they would have known how to protect her in the way she might have needed. Because everything that would have came everything that would have came her way, and I would have hated to have seen that. But I don't know much about sports. I just know it's like being a black woman.
Yeah, nah, for sure. I wanted to get the job. I think soon enough there'll be a coach in the NBA that's a girl coach. They already got girl refs. It's kind of funny when the players yelling at them. But I think it's coming soon for sure.
What's the most slept on player in the NBA right now to you?
Slept on right now in the league. So like, there's levels, I guess. But I would say Ty Jerome. Yeah, he's like another kid. I guess I'm being biased. I've worked with him since like 8th grade, and just to see that, there's no better feeling working with a kid and watching him like achieve his dreams.
No, absolutely.
Have you ever trained somebody that you knew they were just gonna be trash, even after you? I'm
dead. Maybe if I do like favorite workouts, but like for like some celebrity's son.
Like Clue.
Yo, Clue is overly confident. He's like delusionally confident. But so he has. But to be a good Clue, that's so funny. To be a good shooter, you need to be delusionally confident. But he's just not a great shooter yet.
You talking about DJ Clue?
Yeah. Clue plays basketball. Yeah. Clue takes basketball serious.
So I do these
like
rapper
in
runs.
The league.
I do these rapper runs, and it'll be like Drake, Quavo, Bieber, and Clue's there. He's there.
Oh, okay.
No, Clue plays well for real. Like he comes,
really?
Like yes,
Yeah.
like
I know his outfits be matching
all the time.
What do you think about his jump shot?
When he throws like from the side, it goes in though. So
It does. And he's probably gonna get mad at me for what I've said.
Me too.
But
that's okay.
He's a good guy.
We're still kicking it with Chris Brickley. I want to ask, when you train these players and you look at somebody like LeBron or you look at somebody like Chris Paul that are 40-year-old, but they still play good ball.
Sure.
Why do you think they're able to play so good at this age, where a lot of players at the age of 32 got to tap out? Is it the training? Is it their body in shape, or is it their IQ when it comes to basketball?
It's the way their approach. Like, so LeBron will do an 8 a.m. workout. He shows up at 6 a.m. every single time. Say we've worked out 20 times, 10 a.m. workout, he shows up at 8 a.m. Like, he's just, like, prepared. And I think these guys, I think the ones that make it, so it's like 10 years, super hard to make it past 10 years. To do that, you got to sacrifice. Sometimes your family time, you got to sacrifice a lot. Yeah, it's tough.
So you got this new shoe coming out. You ain't coming here with no sneakers.
Nah, so you guys,
Yes.
You guys got, so Benz. Also, that's dope, by the way.
Mercedes.
Yeah, Mercedes. So she, you know that when I was at FDU, I was the youngest Division I assistant. She was a coach. You know, she coached.
That's how I met her. She was coaching, and she was coaching against my son.
Okay.
And that's how we actually met. And then she started coaching my son.
Yeah.
And she coached a bunch of players. Actually, 2 made them to the league.
For sure. So she gave me all your guys' sizes. So you guys are going to have them next week. Okay. So I have your size, you got your size, yeah.
Nice. Thanks, Chris. Those are fire.
So I want them to be basketball shoes that you can wear off the court. And I feel like, you could wear them.
Did you design them yourself?
Design them, everything. So the leather, it's leather and suede, which is kind of rare for a basketball shoe.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rihanna. She did like a leather and suede Puma shoe, and I was like, that's dope.
Nice.
You guys know what brown street signs mean in New York City?
No.
So you know most of them are green? So a brown one means like an historical landmark. So I did brown. So the whole thing's like an ode to New York City.
Nice.
1948 is when Puma started, like legacy. And then street signs, but I did the street signs like the names of my gym.
Dope.
Certain things that mean something to me. So yeah, I hope they do well. I got the 106 in Columbus Deli menu, in the soul. It's like little dope things. Like my photographer took this from my crib. This is like my view. Shout out to Next Subject. So
man.
And how did you link up with Puma?
So man, when we first started, so no trainers ever signed a sneaker deal, like a real sneaker deal, like an NBA player sneaker deal.
I've never heard of a trainer even getting a sneaker at all.
It's crazy.
You're like a trainer influencer.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I hate that influencer word, but no, I guess you could say that for sure. But so I seen someone wearing, Rudy Gay was wearing Pumas. I sent my manager, I'm like, we need to get this done. We ended up getting it done. So then 2 years into it, I asked them for a sneaker. They're like, no. I remember being on the flight to Alex, like, yo, I got to work harder. Like, next year, got a sneaker. First sneaker sold out first day. And I'm like, damn, I didn't even think people. Second sneaker sold out first day. Foot Locker, Dick's Sporting Goods, all over the world. Now, this is the third one. And, I'm hoping it just does good. Hoping it sells out.
Man, it's dope. I heard you say earlier that you like to go back to some of the places that you live when you feel like you're not motivated or you want to celebrate.
Sure.
What about what you do gets you in a rut where you're not motivated sometimes?
Man, just I feel like I'm giving all my energy, right? I feel like, so say I have 7 workouts a day. Every 7 player that comes in, all 7 players, they want the full Chris Brickley. So I feel like 7 p.m. comes and like my brain is done.
Yeah.
And sometimes that affects my personal life. Like I'm not giving my girlfriend the energy she needs, or I'm not giving my family. I have a big family, or maybe and I know you guys know how that works, but so just any job, and then sometimes the players, one superstar player might not like it if I'm working another superstar player out. So keeping the politics and all that.
Yeah.
Are you surprised by your fame sometimes? Because I know you came to the car show last week, and it was like people were taking pictures with you like crazy. Like they
For sure.
It was like almost surprising to you.
My boy Next, so he's seen it all. He was, when no one knew me, he was there. So shout out to Next. He was with me at the car show. So I'm looking at the BMWs. First off, your car show is fire.
Thank you so much.
Like I'm gonna go back, and I was just trying to take pictures, and then one dude's like, yo, can we do an interview? We had some podcasting. And then another dude's like, can we take a picture? And there was just like 6 people right away, and I was just like, it's amazing, right, to have that.
Yeah.
But just sometimes, like where I live, it's an issue. I have to promote where my gym is and where I live. So as people waiting outside that want to propose stuff, and it's just like, I want some privacy.
Yeah.
I want some privacy.
Because it started feeling like your car show and not his. I would direct them right over. Y'all see that DJ over there? Go ahead over there.
But it was dope, though.
Oh, thank you.
It was fine.
I want to ask, when it comes to these trainers and they seek you out, do these people pay you? So like, does LeBron cut you a check for training, or does these people, you be like, nah, I'll train LeBron for free? Or?
Yeah. No, so they'll all pay. Everyone I train pays. But I let it, I like leave it up to them, especially like the superstar players. I know I'm getting something out of it, so I'm like, whatever you think that you deserve, like, pay me. Now the young guys, I feel like some guys come to me because they just want an Instagram post to have like a big platform, and I'm like, nah, I'm not. If you want to work out a week or 2 weeks, we can do it, but I'm not doing no one workout, one Instagram post. We're not doing that.
What's the most you got paid? You don't got to say who it's from. Just the most you got paid to train with Chris Brickley.
Well, I guess I'll give you two answers. Gary V did did some like charity thing. Someone spent, what was it, $15,000 to train with me. But as far as like how much I charge someone, so usually it would be like I won't be in a good mood, I'm tired, someone asks me to train, and I just give some crazy number thinking they're gonna say no.
Because you don't feel like it anyway.
For sure.
And
So
they go, we got that.
For sure. So I got 2,500 for like a 30-minute workout. That was the most for sure.
That's dope.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
which is fine.
man.
Which is cool. I mean, it's not like,
Now you did say your sometimes your girlfriend and your kid doesn't get to see you like that. Who are you outside of your brand and what you do, right? Because you definitely matter as a person.
For sure. I'm like a super introvert. So I watched my two interviews here, and I'm like, cringe. I'm like, damn, because that's not me. I get mad shy.
Really?
And it's funny, like I'm like, but when I'm speaking to LeBron or I'm speaking to KD or these like, or Bieber or Drake in a workout, I'm super confident.
That's your passion.
Yeah, but then I become introvert. But no, I'm just a super loving person, care about my people. That's my whole life. Like when I told my dad he could retire, that was like I made it, like in my life, and that's how I feel. Amazing. So I think I'm a good person. I take pride in that. I've learned though, life is living, people take advantage of that.
Yeah.
How's Drake as a basketball player?
He's gotten a lot better. He's gotten a lot better for sure. Last time he came, he hit like 13 threes. So he still has on his page. It's funny, these rappers come, and like to me, like doing a show in front of 80,000 people is cool. They think a workout video in my gym is cool, and I'm like, yo, out of all the things, like, so it's funny.
We're still kicking it with Chris Brickley. Who's the best celebrity baller?
Man, so I would say I got a girl and a guy. So I worked with her, the singer, for like 6 months.
She gets busy?
She's nice.
Her gets busy? What made her come to you? Just
nice.
because she wanted to do it?
She wanted to try and make the WNBA. So basically,
the singer.
So if you guys Google it,
or her successor.
No, this is 2 years ago, for like almost a year straight. If you Google it, there's pictures of it. So we trained. The goal was, she's like, I'm gonna make a WNBA roster, and then she had a label switch, some personal stuff, and she's like, I just gotta get this album, and she's been in that mode. But we were training every day. She was making 15 threes in a row.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Her?
NBA threes.
Her next
how
time
many
I see
times you gonna ask? They said yes.
Because I want to play her now. Because I seen her when I seen her one time on these islands. She never said she played basketball. Now I'm gonna see if I can post up.
And then who's the guy?
The guy, best J. Cole. Yeah, because I mean, he came to me and he's like, yo, I know I'm 10 years too late, but I'm willing to give you 3 months. Can you get me to become a pro basketball player? And he played in NBA Africa. And then he played in the Kansas. So that was dope. He would put his kids to sleep, get on his bike. Jake, the whole bike. He would ride his bike to my crib. We'd work out for 2 hours, reconstructed his jump shot. Yeah, he made NBA Africa.
Have you ever played Chris Brown?
So Chris Brown, that was my best friend in the world for like 4 years.
Oh my God, mine too.
Yeah, that's my man. So to a point where
her best friend, but go ahead.
Yes, it was.
All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Please, Chris, go ahead.
So to a point when I was working with the Knicks, every day off we had, I would fly out to LA and we'd chill. We'd kick it. He'd fly in for my birthday. That was my man. That's like, I think so. The whole music stuff, I started meeting all these artists through Chris. So I'd come to New York with Chris. He was like, he's prime Chris, but he was like super prime Chris. And, I got Casanova on tour with him. I got so many artist songs through being cool with cool. That's definitely a cool thing. But CB is nice. If he like wanted to be from like an 18-year-old, I got a story for you. So I coached a ludicrous weekend. 9 NBA players, 1 artist. Chris Brown. He scored 30 points.
Wow.
This is like 6 years ago. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How's Dirk? People say Dirk.
Yeah, Dirk's good too. Dirk can shoot. Shout out Dirk. Everything that's going on. I hope he gets out soon. I spoke to him last night.
Spoke to Dirk last night?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah. He's in good spirits. It was actually like really, really good spirits. And he's like, yo, bro. He's like, when I get out, I'm coming to the gym. We're training. I'm going league. And he said that. So, yeah, shout out Derek, man. It's one of my good friends.
Does he check in with you all the time?
Yeah, we're super close. And I was super close with Vaughn, too.
Man,
me and my guy next, the night before that happened, I remember I was at my house. I'm like sleeping. He's FaceTiming me, Vaughn, over. He's like, come on, pull up on me. Come pull up on me. We pulled up on him, got pictures, and then the next day that happened. That was messed up.
Yeah.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah.
You live a life.
Huh?
I said you live a life.
No,
Doing
thank
very
you.
well for yourself.
You guys too.
All right. Well,
be
the
shady.
shoe comes out September 5th, which is next Friday. Make sure you go pick them up. And where can people get them?
So, Foot Locker, Dick's Sporting Goods, Puma.com. They're going to sell out quick, so they're going to be on Grail.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, all over the world.
All
That's
Pro
right.
Nitro 2s.
Chris Brickley, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you pick up his sneakers that come out this Friday. Charlamagne's already waiting online at Dick, so he's there already. It's Chris Brickley, y'all. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, Charlamagne, you got a positive note?
I do. I just want to tell y'all, man, this is your Monday morning reminder that you can handle whatever this week throws at you, okay? If you don't feel like that, then I want you to get a new perspective, because whatever obstacle you're facing, it's not permanent. Have a great day.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?